So my decision was either I stay happy, healthy, energetic, and give my baby the best milk and resonate like life is good, and the same to my mom, and that's what we did. So in the hospital, you know, there was upsets maybe at night where I couldn't sleep because it was anxiety or like we don't know what's happening.
Yeah.
But there's a shift in mind there was a shift.
Yeah.
So in the ICU, I would be exercising, and I would tell the guard, like, look, because ICU means you see your mom for 2 minutes, and then there's a lot of protocols, right? So I tell the guard, I'm going to do my steps, I'm going to walk. As soon as the doctor says, I'll be back. I wasn't going to sit on that chair because everybody's crying, everybody's negative, and after 2 weeks, I said, I can't do this. Because we all became family, right? And ICU game is, most patients are in there for 6 weeks, 4 weeks. So we all became family. And what did it take to create new energy outside? So everybody's laughing. And that's what I created. I would say, guys, let's move, let's do our steps. There was a PE show going on, I think it must be KTN, or, you know, I was like, guys, it's 9 o'clock at night.
Yeah.
Let's move our energies. So I would be doing my steps. I didn't care. And I had to clock in 10K steps at that point. So I was really enjoying life because I was feeling good. I was creating my own endorphins, right? Which is what you don't realize. And that coffee shop there would have enticed me to now emotionally eat, but I would be having and taking the right food. So everybody was like, wait.
Yeah.
What are you doing? And I said, I can't eat cakes every day, you know, or whatever, fast food. Let's create this.
Yeah.
And everybody was so inspired. Till now, they follow my journey. They're like, oh my God, I can't believe this and I can't believe your mom, because we all kind of became family. And I think when you bring that positive energy,
yes.
And as I said before, my mom taught us all this.
Yeah.
Hoponopo. Subconsciously, I was like, oh, come on, another one of yours. But in the hospital, my brother and I created energy shifts.
Yeah.
And meditative shifts.
Yeah.
And visualization. And talking to her as though she's listening. But she always told us that whether listening is happening in the space.
Yes.
So I think, you know, for any person, like when they're going through the hardest health, be it cancer, be it...
You can tell them, this is your camera.
Whether they're going through, you know, the worst times in health, they're banking on you at that point. So you got to shift. And luckily, because I was in the program, I had a coach, I had a mentor, and they said, you can't quit now. This is the time you need us the most. And I live by that.
So 7 weeks at ICU, she's not moving, there's no breakthrough. You're out there in the waiting lounge doing your exercises and inspiring everybody else. You have a baby who's less than a year old and another one at home who's 3 years, and a husband. Where were you drawing the strength to just be that person in that season?
So I think when you realize that you tap in your self-love, self-acceptance, and self-optimization, you prioritize you first. You wear the oxygen in the planes. What do they say? Before saving anyone, wear the oxygen mask first. And that's literally my motto of life now.
Yeah.
In the morning, I have non-negotiables. I will exercise, I will do my meditation. Even on holiday, my kids know that at 5:30, even in Masai Mara, I'll go for a run.
What?
In the hotel. But it's a non-negotiable. Because once you've put on the oxygen mask, create your endorphins, create your happy state, you're a happy being. And everything flew. Everything flows.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's what it took. And when I was happy when I was with my husband cooking, when I had a few hours, I was happy. So they saw a happy mother. They saw a vibrant mother. They could have been left maybe if I operated in a different way to be depression state.
Yes.
But I wasn't that state.
No.
I was probably the happiest state.
So when the doctors finally released your mom, did they give any hope of, you know, go do this, she'll be 100%, or what was the diagnosis?
So at that state, we weren't covered with insurance, number one. Ooh. So I had to be like a happy state so that nobody is stressed. My dad is also, he was very, you know, this is, sometimes we're not educated on stuff.
Yeah.
Or not. And when she moved to HDU, it was like, hush, for my dad, a little bit, and let's do what it takes to get her ICU setting in the house, and now let's move forward. But the doctor said, we can't tell at this stage. She could be, there's a rate card they give you. And it's like, 1 is a vegetable state, 2 is like, you know, maybe hope. But I took the card and I threw it in the bin. Because I could not, if I lived by those and went home with that, there was power in that. And everybody would have been okay. And that's what life I've seen is.
Yeah.
The status quo, and when you get okay, that's where
it's set.
It's set.
Yeah.
And you're just there.
Yeah, you've accepted
You've
it.
accepted. Maybe what's not right, maybe what society thinks is not right, wrong, be it in marriage, be it motherhood, be it the card of motherhood that we're given.
Yes.
This is what motherhood looks like. This is what a wife looks like. And when we accept that card, then this is you're not happy.
That's what has to manifest, because you've accepted it, eh?
Yeah,
yeah.
Exactly. And that's what I realized. And I said, I do not accept. So what it took to get my mom to today, 3 years down the road, she's walking, she's not paralyzed on her right side, which was already a red paralysis on the right side. And she's eating, she's painting, she's living at 74 now. A life, I feel like it's a new life. So she's been birthed a new life.
Rebirth.
It's totally a rebirth.
Yeah.
And I keep telling her every day. Like, we do a grateful round in my family with her every day when I see her. She luckily lives now in the same compound.
Okay.
So when I do see her, even if she's walking, like, what are you grateful for, Mom? Because they got to really remember, what are they grateful for?
What was that healing process in detail?
What she taught me was the power of words. And she would always tell me, anything I say that didn't work, she'd say, it would be power of words. So that was one thing.
Yeah.
Because everybody, I would tell the nurses, I would tell my dad, how is Mom doing? She's amazing, she's healthy, she's happy, she's healing. And I told the nurses the same thing, to resonate those words. When the physio comes,